Howdy, I'm Tandy, and here we're back for another Pioneer video, and today we're going to be playing Boros Blitz. This is a deck that I have a lot of experience with, playing it at the Regional Championship earlier this year, but also it's one that got a few really nice cards from Wilds of Eldraine, one of the newer sets. The two cards we're going to be trying out today in this list are going to be Charming Scoundrel. This 2-cost 1/1 has haste, and when there's a battlefield, you can choose one of 3 abilities. Draw discard, create a treasure, or create a wicked roll attached to target creature. So the floor for this card is a 2/2 with haste that when your opponent kills it, they take a damage. That's pretty good for an aggressive deck most of the time. The other abilities of looting and create treasures work well in non-hyper aggressive strategies like the deck we're playing today. This is a Boros Blitz deck where we're trying to spray the board with cheap creatures, and then we're trying to give them haste and give them buffs. We're giving them buffs in a couple different ways. The Imadane's Recruiter is the newest one, a 3-mana 2/2. When it comes into play, you get +1/+1. They gain haste until end of turn. All your creatures do. But it also has an adventure when you're kind of flooding out to make 2 2/2s with vigilance, which is nice. That combined with Reckless Bushwhacker lets us do some serious burst damage against opponents that don't have a lot of blockers. Burning Tree Emissary allows for those explosive starts that you can play Burning Tree into a 2-drop or play Burning Tree into Reckless Bushwhacker after playing something on turn 1. The rest of the deck is full of ways to enable Gleeful Demolition. This 1-cost sorcery gives you 3 1/1s for 1 mana. You just have to destroy an artifact. But we play things that kind of naturally generate artifacts in a couple ways, like Enthraben Inspector makes a clue. Voldaren Epicure makes a blood. Ornithopter is a 0-cost artifact that helps out with Convoke as well as Gleeful Demo. And it also helps out with Bushwhacker, which is sick. And the Charming Scoundrel we talked about makes a treasure token as well. So a lot of ways to turn on Gleeful Demo. The top end is going to be our 2 Convoke creatures, Venerated Luxodon, to pump everything. This is excellent with Gleeful Demo. And then we're playing Knight Errant of Eos as a refresh when we, can spray the board and we want to protect ourselves from wrath effects and spot removal. Our mana base is pretty heavy on mountains because we're leaning heavy red for Burning Tree, but that allows us to play Castle Embereth, which I think is an excellent land in this deck. I skewed my mana base towards red in both my spells and my lands when I was building for the regional championship, specifically because I wanted to play Castle Embereth. Sideboard, one card I'm not sure on anymore is Collective Effort. I think we are slightly too short on white sources. We have 15 and double white's kind of hard sometimes. And you really need to play Collective Effort in a lot of specific spots. And you can't afford to have 2 mountains and Collective Effort. So there's a chance that this card is just too white intense for the sideboard. But I do like it in general. It's great against Rakdos mid, but for killing Shieldred, pumping your stuff, killing Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. We have Showdown of the Scalds as a super late game thing against Rakdos. Anyone trying to break our resources down one by one with Thoughtseize and stuff, Showdown's going to be great. 1 Chain of the Rocks, which we have 9 or 8 mountains. I'm not sure if it's quite enough for Chain, but I've had 8 mountains in my deck before with Chain, and every now and then the Chain is just excellent. Only costing 1 to deal with Shieldred or another large minion. 4 copies of Rending Volley. This is going to be mostly for spirits, but it can come in against mono white as well. And Greasefang. Tormod's Crypt combines with Rending Volley to be our anti-Greasefang technology. And then 2 copies of Thali Garden of Thraben, which are excellent because we're actually very light on non-creatures and can come in against decks that are pretty heavy on non-creatures. I really like this on the play against Rakdos. I don't love it on the draw, but I do like Thali in general in this deck. All right, this is Boros Blitz. Let's play League. All right, really good opener. We're going to keep. I might hold the Burning Tree on 2 so that we can Venerate it on 3, but hopefully we draw something in the first 2 draws that we can play with Burning Tree, so we can just slam it on 2. Playing against Phoenix, this might be a tough matchup. Could be another Izzet deck, but Phoenix has been coming back in a big way, and the good thing about things like Epicure is your opponents don't really like killing them with removal spells. Wish you could make it this weekend. Well, we're doing the exact same thing on October the 14th, Power Hour, 2 weeks from Saturday. So if you miss our Saturday invitational qualifier, you can still qualify in a couple different ways, including October 14th. We're also going to be doing 2 last chance qualifiers on October 20th, that Friday before the invitational itself. Nice. Yeah, we do have a sweet Discord. If you want to post it for me, Reptar, I'd appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and Burning Tree into Bushwhacker. just to get some pressure down since they only have blue mana up right now. This is going to allow us to hit for 5 down to 12. And then next turn, if they only kill one thing next turn, we have Imidanes that can come down and attack for a bunch. It's really fun, Reptar. And if I don't know if you still have Mana Traders or whatever, but Mana Traders has been like life-changing for me personally. I hope they just play the piece of the puzzle. All right, they're going to consider looking for help. You'll do it again. It's been fun, man. The Pioneer's actually been quite good with the new set added. Thing in the ice. All right. Maybe we wait on the Imidanes. Since neither of these can punch through, we'll just play Venerated, make them both be able to punch through next turn. So let's see if they have the ability to transform Thing in the Ice next turn. I'm hoping the answer is no. But this with Imidanes allows us to attack with all of our creatures next turn into and through Thing in the Ice. If we just played Imidanes and attacked, they take 6 down to 6. This also kind of disguises my true strength. Which, Imidane giving everything haste is pretty cool. We might actually be able to combo kill them with Imidanes later on if they do flip this turn. It's like pretty hard for them to play 4 1-cost things. They're essentially in chump block mode next turn with Imidanes, although I guess that's not true. Let's see what they hit off chart and stuff. Nick, I'm pretty sure Cauldron's static effect only it grants it statically to all creatures you control, not all creatures in play. So if you give them the thing, it'll lose the ability. I'm pretty sure. All right, is it Charm killing the Goblin? So we're gonna attack for 11. Well, that was a good draw. All right, we're gonna go Thraben Inspector plus Imidanes. Oh, what's up, Sky Samurai? Welcome. I hope that I'm able to teach you what you want to know. I don't think this is quite lethal because of the removal spell, but it does force a block. This is 5, 4, 9, 10, 11. So they can block Recruiter and survive, but then once they transform, we get to go Burning Tree, Thraben, Imidanes again, and then they have to deal with it again. I think they're dead. They're going to go to 1. They're not pure dead, necessarily. And we can certainly get, like, combo killed or whatever. Oh yeah, Humble Defector is really cool with Cauldron. That's something we talked about really early on when we were looking at the card. 2 Fading Hopes, newer addition to the archetype. That will allow them to bring back Phoenix though, but I don't think it'll give them enough. They also have to play something before they kill something. So if they want to bring back Phoenix, which they hit off pieces. Fading Hopes are kind of annoying, but we can punch through them pretty well. Phoenix was actually one of my losses on day 1 at the regional championship. Mason Esports Clark. All right, here comes Treasure Cruise. It's going to bounce everything. And then we just got to find a way to punch through 1 damage. Might not be easy. Could be easy, though. Could just be Valdair and Epicure off the top. And they'll be tapped out. So they've only played 2 spells here. So if they want Arclight Phoenix back, they have to play another random spell. What they put in hand. Fading Hope, Fading Hope. Okay, so they have 2 Fading Hopes in hand. If they don't have a land drop, I think this is only 5, yeah. So this is lethal because we just have 3 creatures with haste. Oh, that's a good idea, Nick. I probably should have done that. All right, so let's go. Raven Inspector, Burning Tree, Immodanes. That's what we got. We gotta make sure not to misclick. Anyway, welcome, Sky Samurai. It's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Do we? I think we do want Running Volley to help out with the 2-drops, Thing in the Ice, and sometimes Ledger Shredder in the sideboard. I don't think we want Chain to the Rocks or Deccan Stone. I think they're a little too weak. Running Volley does the trick most of the time. D6 have been my things coming in. Because our opponent is going to be attacking our creatures with sweepers, I think Bushwhacker, Venerated Luxon both get a lot weaker. And then I've been trimming an Ornithopter and a Demo. I know Demo Ornithopter is good, but we need things that are better as standalones, like the Thalias, like Knight Errants. Charming Scoundrel's kind of cool. I don't really want to cut Recruiter or Charming Scoundrel just because we're kind of testing them, but I don't mind doing something like this. Whenever our opponents have sweepers, our Gleeful Demos, our Venerated Luxons, our Reckless Bushwhackers all get a lot worse. We just need more things that sit on their own. I don't think Showdown's good, but I could be wrong. I think when we get to that point in the game, we've lost. Yeah, we're just trying them out, Raker. So far, I mean, I don't know. This is only game 1, but we drew it in a spot, and it looked like it could be good for just making a treasure, essentially costing 1. And that's the thing about it. It's just a very versatile card. All right. I'm going to go for Ornithopter plus Demo while they're tapped no red. If they Spell Pierce, it's just Spell Pierce for Sabotage. Not a big deal. Next turn, we actually don't have to play Forbidden Friendships for a little while if you don't want to. If they play Thing in the Ice, I'm hoping I draw one of my 5-drops to just do it this turn. All right, that was a good drop. We'll go Thraben into Running Volley and just save Forbidden Friendships for after the sweeper. Yeah, that one's pretty cool, Nick. We could probably get that one with something that untaps itself for mana or something. All right, they played Riverglide as blue. They're going digging. They found chart pieces, so it's all card draw all the time. They could have played red and anger or whatever, so I think I'm just going to go for a Forbidden Friendship, and then we're threatening lethal next turn with the castle, I think, because this is 5 down to 12, and then we have 6 creatures with castle. So if all they do is draw cards, they're going to die. And if they do sweep us, we do have the Forbidden Friendship to reload a little bit, and a clue token to draw a card. It's not the best. Getting swept, obviously, is a huge drawback, but if they don't have the sweeper, we already killed the Thing in the Ice, which they likely kept their hand for. Oh yeah, chart no sweeper. That's a Jeej. Sleight of hand with a weird border. If they bring back Phoenix and kill something, they can survive for another turn. They can survive for another turn no matter what if they have land plus 1 more 1-mana spell. Doesn't seem like they have it though. Okay, so they're just dead, hoping I don't have the land. All right, well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, but I'm going to cast Immodane's Recruiter because it's cooler. Bang. Had it the whole time. Had them both ways, right? All right, this hand is almost great. I'm going to keep. We are on the play. Nah, Creed's in jail. I always thought Creed was the Scranton Strangler. You know? I thought that'd be a cool twist. God, who would have thought Creed was a Scranton Strangler? That'd be a good B story for him. Yeah, just pretends to work, but he just hangs out in like the break room or whatever. That's funny. All right, so they're probably gonna take Gleeful Demo. If we draw an untapped land, we can go Ornithopter, Ornithopter, Bushwhacker. I don't really even like the idea of that. I do if I draw an untapped land that makes the castle in there untapped, because then we can chain it into Imidanes. All right, let's just do it. It's not that much damage, which is awkward. But, you know, depending on what they play, it could be a bunch with the Recruiter. If we draw the land for it, and then we have the castles to pump them. Harvester's just going to trade here, so that's fine. Trespasser or something next turn could be awkward. I will just play this tapped. I'm not going to bother playing the Burning Tree this turn. Next turn we can play it with the Recruiter. There'll be a little bit of a surprise, extra damage coming through. They play Trespasser. Oh, tap nothing? So they're definitely going to have like Stomp or something, some sort of Fatal Push. Something's dying. Then we're going to have to punch through the last bit of damage with Castle. Ornithopter made to turn sideways? You're damn right they were. Alright, attack for 5. Let's play this tapped. If all they do is play Shieldred, we're treading water. I hope they don't play Shieldred. It'll be tough to beat with our current state of affairs. Oh, it's Rakdos Sack. We don't have to worry about it. That's fine. This is a much easier matchup. I know people think the Mayhem Devils are like bad news or whatever. I beat the absolute shit out of this matchup all the time. It's almost worth it to wait for 5th mana. Yeah, I thought so as well, but maybe not. All right, Witch's Oven, sack my stuff, yada, yada, yada. We're going to attack for 2. We're going to hold on to the land. The 5th land doesn't matter too much. Push is fine. All right, now Mayhem Devil in this specific situation is perhaps unbeatable, but mostly because I stalled early and then screwed late. And we didn't draw one of our payoffs. You have to draw your payoffs. So far, the Immidenses look great. All right, so we're going to take 7. They can sack a token, sack treasure to kill Ornithopter. But yeah, our draw was not ideal, but oh no. Maybe this should just be a 4 of, huh? Holy jeez. All right. I don't think playing a land... I guess it doesn't matter if I draw exactly like Thraben Inspector. We could have, I guess, attacked for 4, put him down to 3. I think that leaves us dead because they go 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not quite lethal, but it's pretty close. Blocking is bad. We'll just lose whatever. Like, if we double block, they can just sack treasure, sack goblin, kill 1. Trading with Den, I think, is bad. I don't know. I think we just hope they shove and die. It's a good draw. Good draw. Wow, Imidanes are looking great. All right. These definitely all coming. This is probably the one that we need to get through. And then we just hope we don't die because they spend too much killing our creatures. So they can activate Hive. They can go block, block, sack treasure, sack goblin, shoot a knight, block the other knight, take one, trade with everything. That's like worst case for us, or best case for us. Like what they have on board or whatever. So it's not close to lethal. And we can't castle, unfortunately. We're one short. All right, so block here, block here. They don't have to block, but they can. Dangerous coming with a 50 months. Yeah, what's cooking with you, baby? How's things? How's life, man? I haven't talked to you in a minute. I got really busy right before the new wipe. Unfortunate. Yeah. All right, they're at 6. We're probably dead. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 9 on board. Yeah. Okay, if they're activating dead here, we're probably dead. Or they just need food. Okay, not attacking with Mayhem Devil means not dead. But Mayhem Devil plus Den of the Bugbear attack is effectively 9. So that means they're just needing resources for the Mayhem Devil Witch's Oven. So they can go sack this, gain 3 up to 9, shoot something to death. I think I'm not going to attack with Ornithopter. I can't win the game, I don't think, though. We're going to play Reckless Bushwhacker as a blocker, I think. We can't activate Castle and do it, so I'm hoping that they just go sack this, sack treasure, kill this, sack food. Yeah, I know, Russ. That's how it always is, man. It's a waterfall. It's so hard to physically kill Rakdos sack, man, especially with creatures. Like, you can combo kill them all day, right? Method, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so now I do this, but then they kill that one, and they take 3. And then we're in the same spot as we were last turn, but worse, and probably dead. Okay, so they're trading? No, they have Fatal Push. Okay. All right, we'll go, let's see. We want to get some of our 1 toughness things out. We can get out most of the Bushwhackers, I think. Epicures, I think, need to stay. Ornithopters, Friendship, Scoundrel, all need to stay. Trim some bushes, keep all the 5 drops. I think Showdown's pretty decent. I like maybe Showdown and Deckenstone, but I also kind of like Thalia in the matchup too, especially on the play. Let's try this. Games go a little bit longer, so I think Showdown's good. We can bring in like the Chain and the Deckenstones maybe to deal with specifically the Mayhem Devil, but again, I haven't had that much trouble killing Mayhem or beating my opponents with reasonable draws or whatever. Flooded a bit there. We also stumbled early. I probably should have just mulliganed, but it's like such a good hand if our Gleeful Sabotage gets to go. Got a mulligan. We're gonna take a lot of damage from our stuff, and it's not that explosive. I don't love putting back Ornithopter because it's actually quite good for enabling the turn 3 Knight Errant, but I'm hoping that I just draw a creature to play on turn 2 that's better, so that I have 2 good targets for Thoughtseize. Witch's Oven, that's good, good. Alright, that was a good draw. Alright, we'll attack for 2, and then next turn we can go for a Knight Errant. If they Thoughtseize it, we have the Clue token and Showdown the turn after. I might main phase draw in case one of my lands is Inspiring Vantage. Harvester's not a big deal. We can full Convoke with Knight here. Jesus. Actually, I'm just going to pressure them. We can always Knight later. This is so much damage, and they're 100% to trade with the Recruiter. Every time I draw a recruiter, it's great. It might just be better than Reckless Bushwhacker, but really what it makes me want to do is maybe not play the Burning Tree package. All right, so they can't sack anything this moment. Land for... Oh, that's good. Let's go for a Knight Errant, looking for some more stuff to put down. Thraben and a Epicure. Yeah, I think 4 of them might be right, Chalice, after playing a little bit more. This is the first time I've cast the card in this league. All right, opponent going for the Mayhem Devil Pings. Gonna knock some stuff down. Let's hope they don't do too much. Sacking the blood token to start is a good sign for me. Cat Oven with Mayhem Devil is problematic. Yeah, see, that's the shit I don't want you to do, Big Monkey. I don't want you to say the things that you said earlier to make me look bad or whatever, right? So, like, just don't, you know? You don't have to do that. You can just not. All right, we'll get the full Luxon going, and the next time we can draw a card with one of the clues. They'll do some pinging. Like, again, I don't mean to be rude. I have played the matchup a bunch. I know that I need to kill Mayhem Devil. My current configuration doesn't allow for a lot of sideboarding to bring in the removal to kill it without serious structural integrity issues. It's also just annoying, you know? Okay, well, they killed everything. Here we go. I'm hoping the showdown gets us out of it, though. The showdown's going to be really good next turn if it doesn't get thought seized. We also have, like, 2 kind of big brick walls, and this is not that bad either, because the Mayhem Devil is knocked down a little bit. And the Venerated Luxon draws are usually the ones that put you over the top. Oh my god, that's bad. I guess they can kill this now. I always hate the Punisher mechanics where stuff, you know, just triggers on your opponent's stuff too. Mayhem Devil's one. That one always gets me. I always get got by Narset too. Because it's one-sided. Alright, whatever, you get it. Yeah, I think Collective Effort might almost be main deckable in the non-Burning Tree builds. And the Burning Trees don't even seem like particularly strong. Alright, I'm gonna attack for 9. See what they do. I'm gonna play Showdown. The next turn we might try to kill them. Alright, alright. Alright, here comes the Showdown. They don't actually have a food for Cauldron Familiar to come back this second, though. Alright, next turn's gonna be good. I'm gonna just say go. We can't do anything this turn except play Ornithopter, and exposing it doesn't seem great. Back down. I wonder if we're gonna die this turn. Mayhem Devil ×2 can do it. Takanuma, what are they getting back? Bloodtithe Harvester or the cats? Yeah, we're gonna do some serious. This is why I love Showdown. It just always does something crazy like this, right? We can go Demo, Ornithopter, Thraben, Thalia, Venerated. Put 5 counters on stuff. I think I have to be really careful about what I put the counters on, though. I don't want to lose to Gleeful. Or sorry, I don't want to lose to Claim the Firstborn. 1 card left in hand. They can spend 1 sack blood token, sack goblin. Can force some blocking here. All right, let's go. Oh, I guess I could. Ooh, do I ever target the oven? Targeting oven actually makes some sense. They have to do everything pre-combat, and then we can play our stuff. They'll sack, bring back cat, deal 2 to something. See, if we do that, we can still go Inspector, Epicure, Thraben. We'll lose Thalia. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess we aren't we can't attack with both and do that. Let's just demo our own thing. We'll put 1 on the venerated. Yeah, it does make blocks a lot worse. I agree, but I think just not being able to do everything of my own makes it a little worse. I'm gonna try putting counters on the goblins to see if they want to chew them up. Every damage they put in my creatures is also damage not going to me, and I'm like, honestly, a little close to death from the Mayhem Devil. The second Mayhem Devil is probably game over. Yeah, 1 card in hand after the loot. They can go Cat Oven pre-combat here to shoot down the other goblins. Does this deck have a good matchup against mono green? I don't know. I liked my sideboard plan. The chain, the deck and stone, the Thalias. All right, we'll just make sure both of them are 6/6s before we attack, so they have to block. Do I play Thalia? Thalia into Venerated? Doesn't sound that good, huh? I guess I maybe should have gone for demo last. Because it ruined me. They have to block. I guess they only have to block 1. Alright. We're probably dead though. The Raymond App Runes is a lot of damage. They're gonna take 6 down to 4. If they have Claim the Firstborn, they take Ornithopter, they can attack some. They get a token off the Goblin, sack Goblin, get back Cauldron Familiar. 9 is a lot, but it's not that much. They discard 2 lands. Okay, we have a shot, I guess. They just super flooded. A second Mayhem Devil. That's almost certainly lethal. Two, 4, 6. And then they have the Raymond App Runes for the extra damages. Mayhem Devil, fun card. Alright, whatever. Gonna play here for game number 1 of round 3. We'll keep. We don't have a turn 1 play, but we have the Scoundrel on 2, which can make a treasure for Sabotage. And that's if I don't draw anything for it. Mishra's Research Desk. Okay, so this is what you called it? Just Ascendancy. I'm gonna make a treasure, I think. Next turn we can go Demo plus Bushwhacker. That's actually a sicko curve. Balaji. All right, so they got something. So we got Demo into Bushwhacker, and then we have Imidanes after that. So it's gonna be tough for them to get through this, I think. We'll take 8. And Imidane's next turn should be good. We played that last week. What the heck? It was fine. Giving everything Imri or Rona loot was quite nice. And there was a lot of combos that I didn't even know about. Restless Spire is quite strong in the deck too. Excuse me. I guess Imidanes is not technically lethal next turn. It's only 10, but if I draw 1-drop, it should be lethal. Yeah, I think that would be fine, Chalice. I actually been thinking about that for a while now. I think Lightning Bolt would be more than fine for Pioneer. I mostly think it would just allow decks to be a little more... I mean, if you give Lightning Bolt to Rakdos mid, maybe it makes it by far the best deck. So maybe not. That's what happened when they put Lightning Bolt in Standard back in like 2010 or 2009 or something. All right, here's Thraben into Imidanes. This should be good now. And this is a curve where we started with no 1-drop. And we're killing them on turn 4. You know? Good, good, good. Running Volley's coming in. The Tormod's Crypts are stopgap. Thali is good. I'm going to bring in these 6 again. I'm going to cut... let's see. We don't need to go that wide. We need to be fast. So we can actually trim Knight Errants here. They're not very interactive at all in this build. So what are we cutting? We need to be fast. Maybe it's all the Knight Errants. What does card advantage? Scoundrel? Scoundrel was lit there though, huh? Gave us the artifact we needed and it was a body. Just kind of like an extra Thraben or whatever. Charming Scoundrel looked good too. Maybe Charming Scoundrel was better than Forbidden Friendship. God, there's so much to learn in this deck. That's cool. These new cards are so sweet. I think something like this is fine. Maybe Forbidden Friendship is worse. Forbidden Friendship is really good against decks that are interactive. Thalia makes Forbidden Friendship a lot worse too. Mostly they just don't interact and we got to kill them as quickly as possible. And I think that's fine. We don't have any disenchants in our deck though, unfortunately. All right, this hand's pretty good. I think we might turn 1 Demo so that we can Thalia on 2. We'll see what we draw though. What's up, Rachel? How are you? I am the Lorcana guy now. Is that good or bad? Is that an insult or you really love me? Kind of want to hold the Ornithopter, but again, I think it's just all about speed. If we draw Bushwhacker, I want to be able to Burning Tree into it. If not, I'll just play Thalia next turn. I think that'll be fine. Ooh, Imidane's Coco? It's a human too, so maybe it's Coco humans with Imidanes. That's kind of sick, actually. But I think Imidanes is just great. Burning Tree, Coco, Imidanes. Should we build that after? Should we build that? Wrong color. So if they don't, I don't know, kill our Thalia, I guess. Yeah, maybe you don't need to be 5 colors, though. Maybe it's just green-red, maybe Naya. 2-cost Mishra's Research Desk. All right, we'll go Burning Tree. I'm going to go for Charming Scoundrel, and we're going to create a Wicked Roll attached to the Thalia. And I'm going to go ahead and play Thraben Inspector. They can't sweep us next turn anyway. So I think this is just a great little burst of damage. And if they ever kill the Thalia, they take an extra 1. And no black cards. I don't think the blue cards other than Reflector Mage aren't that great either. Maybe it's green just for Coco, though, you know. All right. Easiest dub of my life. Yeah. Keep. This hand's great. We actually have the turn 2 Knight Errant, right? Turn 1 Thraben, turn 2 Burning Tree Demo Knight Errant. We actually have a mana floating, I think. All right, let's hope that our opponent plays a tapped land on turn 1 against our Thraben Inspector. This is why I love this deck so much. You just have starts that if your opponent does nothing, they die. You know? 3 game wins. That's where it's at. I played against Baku the other day. They play a bunch. They play well. Let's hope that... I don't remember what they're playing, but I remember playing against them the other day. I do remember them playing a little slow. Let's hope they don't play slow today, but... I do think that they could make Lightning Bolt that doesn't hit players, and it would be fine. Let's go Burning Tree. We can go Scoundrel, make a mana. All right, so we'll take Bushwhacker and another Knight Errant. Back for 1. Is that good, chat? Is that a good turn 2? Use all my mana, and the Rakdos mid, which is big roller skates. Land! Take Ornithopter, Luxodon. Is that good? Is that any... Is this... Have you ever talked to your brother about this kind of stuff? Rakdos mid-range, folks. All right, Collective Effort, Showdown, Thalia was my go-to, and the Chain to the Rocks was number 7. I don't like the deck in some, but I like Collective Effort and Chain to the Rocks as answers. And this is a matchup where I think Venerated can be trimmed, Reckless Bushwhacker can go all the way home. And then I guess I like the Scoundrels. I want to keep the Recruiters because they've been solid. And then I think I was cutting an Ornithopter in a demo, just like I did against, what you call it earlier? Phoenix. I like the Scoundrels. I like all this. Maybe we don't bring in all 7. I think we do bring in all 7, though. I'm just going to trim a Friendship, maybe. Just because we have the Scoundrel. But at the regional championship, we had full sideboards for everybody, and so I basically was able to script my sideboard plans on the fly against what I knew they were bringing in. Like, it was usually 3-4 sweepers and, you know, Hidatsugu's, consumes all that shit. But knowing what they had was so powerful. All right, we're gonna mulligan this one. All right, this hand's a bit better. We'll keep... Let me put back my Ornithopter. The worst standalone card. Well, you know, I can hold on to it for a while, I guess, but... I did, you know, I used to do a mean Brack impression, Rachel. That show had me in a chokehold when I was 14 years old. It was specifically Space Ghost Coast to Coast as well. I was not a big fan of the Brack show. But I did watch the Brack show. Definitely agree with that. I actually think the current Adult Swim stuff's not bad either. At least what's his name? Oh my god. Eric Andre show. Beast of Burden, we're talking about dragons. What are you talking about? What dragons? Yes, we did mention Space Ghost Viper. Sea Lab 2021 was great too, that's true. Yeah, I loved Aquatine too. Aquatine was always my favorite. I had a pretty good meat water impression too. Hold on, let me see if I can still do it. Uh, that man told me there was a carnival in that freezer. There was no damn carnival. That was a dang freezer. I got freezer burn. I slapped up against the chicken. How's that? Is that any good? First day of my life. I'm glad y'all like it. All right, let's see if we get swept here. Let's go Forbidden Friendship. Attack for 2. And then they'll play Hidetsugu and blow us up. And then we got to start over and hopefully Night Errant gets there. And hopefully they don't thought seize us to death. That wasn't good at all? All right, all right. All right, we will... I'm going to draw discard. Or I guess it's discard draw. Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay, so discard draw, not straight up draw. All right, collective effort's a good pickup. Hidetsugu, we can maybe blow it up with collective efforts because it's enchantment on the back as well. If they just play Shieldred, we get to blow up both, which is cracked. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go cast. We'll do destroy enchantment, destroy creature. All we gotta do is tap a guy. How's that? Sound good? I think that was a pretty good turn. So we play Burning Tree. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. If we draw a land, we can go Chain Knight Errant. Fable, okay. Fatal Push on this would allow for some stuff that's annoying. All right. Land tapped. Okay, we'll go Burning Tree. Beast of Burden says, oh, hey, I missed it. Apparently the first time, 21 months, almost hit that 2-year mark. Yo, thank you so much, Beast of Burden. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back to Todd Squad. Glad to have you. All right, we'll go for the 2 1s. Ornithopter doesn't do a lot here. We'll definitely block if they attack. I guess definitely strong. That might mean Anger of the Gods or similar. You have a deck list for Emidane's Coco. We might make one after this league, Ladoja. Oh, damn, boy. My man said he needs Marine Lobster. Worst day of my life. All right, they discard Blood Crypt and Hive. Do I chain one? Probably not. The backside of Fable is quite scary. So that means their hand is probably 2 bricks. So if we just play these 3, we can just play all 4. Back with these 2, see what happens. I don't think I'm going to win this game. Now without some significant help off the top of the deck. The turn 3 Hidetsugu was quite good. Double block? Okay. Alright, this signifies to me that we're probably going to get hit with a sweeper next turn that kills little things. So I kind of want to draw... Or I kind of want to go Thraben. Draw card. Do we hit? Although if they double block here and like stomp this, I think that's fine. Okay, so they're going to go block here and then stomp? Or they're not. Double block here. Interesting. Okay, we'll just trade. I like that block from them. All right, we're going to hold the other Thraben Inspector. We're going to play the Epicure. So let's draw a card first. Let's see what we hit. Might hit some good. Worth playing this turn. I like saving the Thraben Inspector on some turns because it allows you to play it out and then use it to convoke one of the 5-drops. We need to draw some way to burst damage. Castle's untapped, which is nice. I mean, obviously, if they play Sweeper, it's just reset time. We'll kind of see how this turn plays out. But Reflections, doing reflection things is kind of scary. All right, we're going to double block. No, we're not. Maybe we are. They're probably going to sweep us, but they don't have to sweep us if we... Start with Thraben Inspector. I'm going to draw a card and see if we hit something to play. I kind of want to pressure them to interact with me so I have more information about how to attack and whether or not I want to use my Chain of the Rocks in this reflection. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to, for whatever that's worth. All right, I'm going to attack with just this. I can't let them flip the Kiki Jiki, though. I'm going to eat the Goblin. I will chain on the reflection and say go, and then I'll just draw a card into turn. This is a little awkward if they play Shield Red, but they have the reflection combo, and I basically can just never attack again, and I'll get run over by it eventually. I'm hoping they just play some spot removal. Good. That's good. That means that they don't have the sweeper necessarily. All right, no cards in hand. If they attack with Den, we'll just eat the token, take 3. We'll go draw card, look for a payoff for Gleeful. All right, come on, top deck. All right, let's go Burning Tree. We'll go Blood off a green. Discard Mountain. Wow. If I imminent an attack, it's not enough. I'm going to Epic here and say go. Next, I'm going to go Demo Recruiter, attack for a bunch. God damn it. Annoying. Just going to concede. Yeah, no kidding. All right, what do we want? 2 Hidetsugu consumes all on your sideboard. Annoying. Maybe I should have waited on the collective effort. We have the turn 2 venerated as long as we don't get thought seized. No thought seized. To Gleeful. All right, well, we can still get there if we draw another one. All I'm learning is that I need to be playing 4 Imidanes. But that's a good thing to learn. The Scoundrel's been okay. Tapped. Play is venerated. If they go for the Hidetsugu, we still have a 4/4. It obviously blows these up, but it's just a. I mean, it's 2 for 1, you know. 3 for 1. Ooh, Fable. Not Sweeper. All right. Let's hope. Ooh, maybe it's not humans. Maybe it is just elves. Maybe it's just elves. Regardless, after this league, we're going to do some Coco Imidanes. It's probably just going to be Naya. We'll probably, maybe, I guess Love Struck Beast probably doesn't work because of all the buffs. Oh no, Imidanes has been good though. Beseech the Mirror. We're all odd, so Extinction Events game. You win. Even the blue eye control decks are all fucking Lotus fielding now. Alright, so we'll go turn 2 Forbidden Friendship, turn 3 Burning Tree Bushwhacker, unless we draw another free spell. In which case we'll go like Burning Tree Forbidden Attack into Burning Tree Bushwhacker or Ornithopter Bushwhacker or whatever. Yeah, Cavern's nothing. Cavern's not a big deal at all. Okay, that's it. So we go Burning Tree into Forbidden, and then next turn we go Demo Bushwhacker, attack for a bunch. All up your beanstalk. Let's hope they don't have the natural. If they have the natural turn 4 sweeper, we're dead, but this is a ton of damage anyway. What are they at? Dead? Turn 3 kill? I didn't even count. Perfect. Folly is in for sure. Let's see. What are we cutting? I like all the Bushwhacker stuff in this type of matchup. Guess we'll just do some Venerateds out, maybe. Because their removal spell is going to be Verdicts. Maybe Collective Effort's okay. Kills big things. Oh, whatever. Let's try that. Kills big things and up the Beanstalk and Leyline Binding. We'll keep. All right, we'll probably draw a card off this next turn if we don't draw anything to do. I don't really feel like... well, I don't know. Sylvan Carotid. That's always a better start than not Sylvan Carotid. All right, we'll just get some pressure down, I guess. The block 2 from the Bushwhacker, take 5. And then they're just trying to get to Bring to Light so they can Wrath or play some Wrath before I can rebuild. Might take a turn off to Knight Errant for 3. They might not be playing Verdict specifically because they have Carotid, though. Oh, they're not playing it because they have Gigantha. So it would be like Extinction Event, which wouldn't kill everything. Or it's Sunflare, which doesn't kill this. Omnath, okay. All right, just the Recruiter. Or sorry, just the Thraben on Portia. Alright. Hope for the best, I guess. We did what we do. And they get the Fabled Passage with Omnath. It's always terrifying. But we'll be on the play for game 3. We might just slaughter them. With the Sylvan Carrotids, I don't know. Maybe the Thalias aren't that good. I think they are, though. I think it's pretty good in a lot of decks of Doja. I'll keep it. I like Thalia on the play. The collective efforts are maybe not worth. Maybe they should just be the Venerateds. Keep. You can definitely just like lose with this hand though. But at least we got lands and things to do. Just Temple Garden, or Jetmere Garden, excuse me. I think we'll draw a card end of turn. We're looking for a 1-drop to play alongside Bushwhacker. Or a Burning Tree so we can Knight Errant. Not great. Sometimes you don't draw very well after your opener. Need a little help, but if these were Immodanes, I think our deck construction would just be significantly different. We'd have a lot more 2-drops to make tokens. Immodanes has just been nice. Chain to the Rocks, that's another good thing for old, what you calls it? No land, no land, no land. Every time I play against Sylvan Carrotid, I just wish I had Liliana the Veil in my deck. Alright, we'll look at the top 6, look for 2 1-drops or 0-drops. We missed. Okay, that's probably game over. How's the deck? I mean, we're 2-2. Deck feels fine. New cards feel good, is the big thing. Mine is just, I mean, I drew 7 lands. I don't know.